Hello everybody, Trip here. I want to go over the classes real quick. I don't think each class deserves its own video just because there's really not that much to these guys. Being that the guns are universal, right? It doesn't really matter what gun you use on the class. So I was just going to go over the classes real quick and their abilities, right? So Mongoose, he's sort of like your grenadier, right? He's got normal grenades, he's got smoke grenades, he has a perk that allows him to regen his health faster, making him a very aggressive unit as well. And then of course he can disarm and arm bombs very quickly if you're playing some search and destroy whenever that comes out, or if in the expeditions, if that is a thing you've got to do, then of course you're going to want to bring a Mongoose with you. You know, I think every search and destroy a Mongoose is going to be a #1 pick with that perk in mind. And keeping him alive is going to be pretty important. And of course his ultimate is just a grenade launcher. Does insane AoE explosive damage. So not much to explain there. Just your basic grenadier, soldier, what have you. Now we've got Malva. She's your healer.
I am here to heal it.
So that's pretty much it. She's got a med kit. It's got a pretty fast reload time too. It's kind of nice. Then she's got this little drone. It's very interesting. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's very annoying to deal with. All it does is just attacks people automatically. There's really not much to say about it. And then, of course, full health revival. She's one of the few people in the game. There's one other person that can do a really good job at reviving people. We'll get to him in a minute. But of course, she's your main healer. So, and then a healing station, big old AOE, healing over time. Not much to explain there, but yep, she's your main healer, I would say. Then you got Strix. She's one of the two people in the game that has the exo suit, so which means that her kick is really strong, and then she's got a pretty insane sprint as well. Follow that though, she has a insanely large grenade, the wall grenade. This dude over here's got the small one, but she can block entire areas. She's really good at map control because of this. She can block off certain sections, but she can also put down area denial grenades, making flanks a little harder to do. And then of course the minigun, once again, just being able to not deny an entire area. She is going to be fundamentally important when it comes to those more competitive matches like search and destroy whenever that releases. Being able to deny certain areas, being able to funnel people into certain zones seems crucial to me. Next we have Kite. Kite is your typical recon dude, I guess you could say. He does have the hook, one of the few people with the hook, being able to reach those locations. But he also has a remote mine. A stationary explosive device that must be activated manually with a wireless detonator. This is very interesting. It's not a claymore, right? It's C4. That's what it is. It's C4. So which means you can't just put it down and then start sniping and forget about your flank. No, you do have to keep that in mind. You have to keep your ears turned on, and I like that. It's not super OP. It's not really annoying to die by. And you can use it in some very cheeky situations. And then he has the mini wall grenade, kind of like Strix's, but his is a lot smaller, kind of designed just for himself, giving him a little bit of extra cover. And then his ultimate is the revolver. It is pretty much a one-shot, but it does leave like a trail of damage. If you walk in that trail, you're going to take a lot of damage. So it's pretty good for area denial, very good at just killing people too. Now we've got Brieza. She's the other recon. She's the other one with the hook. And then she also has a sniper, but this sniper can hit such an insane like AoE. Like, look at that. It took an entire group with one blast. Super, super strong. She does have a mine, though, which would be counted as a claymore per se. But it doesn't necessarily kill right away. It just traps him. So it is good at, you know, blocking off your flanks, though if a character is paying attention, they can either A, destroy it, or B, just destroy the walls and try to get out of there. It doesn't like instantly kill you. And then she can go invisible. I will say the cloaking isn't perfect. You are hard to see, but you're not entirely invisible. So do keep that in mind. Alright, now we have Pill. Pill is the other support in the game.
You know what I mean.
He has also got that full health revival. kind of like our girl here, Malva. So Pill can revive as well.
Red pill or blue
He
pill?
also gets the
Pick
stasis
wisely,
field,
mate.
which slows enemies down, but it also makes it to where they can't use their abilities. So that's really, really useful. And he also has a revival drone, right? Even if he dies, right? That drone there to heal him. But you can use that drone for other people too, right? If you're going into combat and you guys are taking a lot of fire, just drop that down, and whoever dies is just going to get instantly revived. This dude is insane, man. Being able to revive a unit on field can make or break a round, and he doesn't even have to do the reviving. It's his robot. And then, of course, this thing, I never quite understood it other than it does a bunch of burning damage. I usually just try to hit people with it, but you can actually do a little bit of area denial, but I usually just hit people with it. Now we got Orbit, one of the few tanks in the game. This guy's kind of insane. So he does have the drone. Right, the drone just kind of goes around and marks people, but it's really annoying because it kind of just sits there in front of your face. So it's a huge distraction. But then he also has this swarm grenade. As you can see, when it explodes, it kind of goes around, hits people, just kind of heat seeks them. Super, super, super strong. He also has the regeneration HP thing, kind of like our boy Mongoose does as well. And then, of course, he's got the arming and diffusing as well. So he's a little bit more defensive focused, mainly just because of his ult here. It makes him tanky as heck, man. Like, I'm talking, like, when you see this guy with armor on and you're shooting at him, you're not doing a lot of damage to them, and he can easily take you out. Plus, this thing heals you, too. So, it's kind of strange. It's kind of extreme. He is the tank. He is the frontliner for sure. Then you got Ram. This guy's just fun to play. He's the other guy with the exosuit. He's got Axe, he's got a pulse gun that can push people away, but his ultimate's really fun. You just kind of get in there and just slam on the ground. Can we get a better... There we go. He just destroys everyone in an AoE. That being said, it does leave him very vulnerable to people who he has not killed, so do keep that in mind, that when you're using it. But other than that, that's pretty much the premise of Ram. He's one of your other just warrior type units that just kind of get in there and just kills everyone. So yeah, see, the video isn't too long. There's not much about these units that require a whole video and an in-depth analysis of them, so I just wanted to kind of go over, you know, the main premise. If you want to be the tank, you're going to be Orbit. If you want to be a support or healer, you're looking at Pill or Malva here. If you're looking at Recon, you're definitely looking at these two people. And then, of course, area denial, you've got Strix. And then, of course, just messing people up. You've got Ram and Mongoose. Both are just really good at that. So always cracks me up when I hear that. Anyways, yep, those are the characters. They're actually all pretty fun to play. But yeah, if you like the video, give it a like. Okay, if you want to see some more Shatterline, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.